Welcome to Story Time with Miss Williams.
Today we'll be reading the story titled The Light She Feels Inside. Some days Maya feels filled with light. Maya glows when she curls up between her mom and dad at night and they ask about her day. When she goes next door to borrow 2 eggs, but Mrs. Wilson gives Maya 3 eggs and a piece of butterscotch and a big hug as warm as the sun. When the community garden opens and Maya can pick the sweetest strawberries with John, her favorite cousin. And when she passes Carrie singing on her way from school, Maya feels like the glowing in her chest might lift her all the way off the ground. Every day, she watches love dance in the people and places around her. Sometimes, though, Maya feels a different type of glow, a burning one, when Brian pushes her down on the playground and doesn't apologize. When she watches the police talk to John after he takes her to get ice cream. When she sees that the best climbing tree will be torn down so fancy apartments can be put there instead. And when she overhears her mom and dad talk each month about the money they need but don't have, Maya feels very small, but the glowing anger inside her grows bigger. She isn't sure what to do with all this glowing inside her. All she knows is that it's starting to feel too heavy to carry. After school, Maya goes to the library. She used to go to Miss Scott's story time when she was younger. Now she watches from the back of the room. Miss Scott's honeyed voice and gentle eyes always made Maya feel better. When story time is over, Miss Scott comes over to say hello. Maya can feel tears starting to form as she describes everything she's been feeling. Sweetheart, Miss Scott says, that glowing, all of it, is your most important thing. Miss Scott brings her a stack of books. The woman who came before you, your ancestors, found lots of ways to honor these same glowing feelings, she says. Maya opens the first book and begins to read. She writes for the newspaper with Ida B. Wells, recording the injustice they see around them. Maya sings with Nina Simone about what freedom might feel like. She plants carrots with Fannie Lou Hamer to feed a whole neighborhood. She creates a poem with Gwendolyn Brooks about all the sights and sounds on her block, helps Marsha P. Johnson fix up the Star House, and designs a new neighborhood with June Jordan, one that has parks, clean air, and a home for everyone who needs one. She learns from women who came together to imagine brighter futures, like the Combahee River Collective, who marched on the street to speak up about the power in the multicolored lives of Black women. When Maya reads that they were inspired by a healthy love for ourselves, our sisters, and our community, she knows what that love is. She recognizes her glow. At the kitchen table that night, Maya asks, can you tell me more about the people I come from? She hears about her grandmother Annie, who made medicines out of plants for people who couldn't go to the doctor, and her great grandmother Rose, who taught adults how to read and write in her home at night. Later, Maya draws the woman she learned about. She notices that her glowing doesn't feel too much at all. In fact, it fits perfectly inside her, and it whispers to her to share it. The next day, Maya shows her friends her pictures and tells them what she knows about these women. As she speaks, she notices her friends are starting to glow more brightly too. Glowing together, the friends ask each other the questions in their hearts. What makes you feel safe? How do you take care of one another? Why doesn't everyone have everything they need? Where should we start? And so they sit together and imagine endless ways to lift up what they love about the world and even more ways to change what they don't. They look around at all the glowing women they know, Miss Scott, Mrs. Wilson, their teachers, the women who volunteer at the community garden, and they set out to find all the glowing women they don't know yet. Sometimes they feel happy, and sometimes they feel sad, and sometimes they feel tired, but it seems like there's so much that needs to change about the world. But they know that they do not glow alone. To share a light inside, glowing with love, glowing with anger, glowing for justice.
Thanks for watching. See you next time for story time.